Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns, they are at it again. They will forever be, I guess, the Cleveland Browns, aka the Bad News Browns, if I'm being honest with you. Today, if you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock, Deshaun Watson has been named the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback for the 2026 to 2027 football season. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. If we talking about this early, and if we really having a conversation about it, I'm still kind of in shock. Not even in shock because I kind of expected it deep down. I kind of knew like it was a chance that they was gonna do what they do. It's sad, and I feel bad for the Cleveland Browns fans. I feel bad for just the slap in the face that they just got. I feel bad for some Shedeur Sanders fans, but we ain't gonna throw a pity party tonight. We gonna come here. We gonna have a real conversation about this. We gonna come here and we gonna really talk about some things. And to be quite honest with you, the Cleveland Browns, for y'all's sake, I hope Deshaun Watson comes out here and cooks. I mean, cook. But what's the likelihood of that? When we've had five, not just a few, not just 1, 2, 3. No, we got 5 years of proof of what Deshaun Watson is. But hey, chat, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and talk about it. We're going to get into it all. But, man, oh, man, the Cleveland Browns, just like the Cowboys don't always do Cowboy things. But the Cleveland Browns don't always do some Cleveland Brown things. Roll the intro, please.
Hey, we live now, really.
Hello. You can see me? Mama, we made it. Yo, what's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode on the Golden Gemz podcast. You're here with your guy, your host, Relly, a.k.a. Relly Gemz, a.k.a. Maine, a.k.a. Mr. Wilson, whatever you want to call me, please. Just don't call me Collect. But I got one question. Did you miss me? But no, I got a real question. Will Shedeur Sanders ever play for the Cleveland Browns? That's a fact, he will. But the question that I have for you is, what we playing for? Why are we playing? What's the point? What's the use? I mean, with the Cleveland Browns, you got to understand this, man. I had hope that they would, make the right decision. I had hope. I knew potentially that hope was for nothing, for naught. But to be quite honest with you, Cleveland, are you serious? This is what we doing? Chat, excuse my voice. All right, please, before we get started, you know that one thing you got to do for me, please. You got to go ahead, send this to your mama, your daddy, your best friend of another friend, little Johnny, little Timmy, and don't forget about little Susie, too. All right, please send this to little Susie. You can't forget about her and little Josh, because he just moved across the street. I send this to everybody. You can't keep all these gems to yourself. But as we talk about this situation out in Cleveland, to be quite honest with you, once again, I was naive. I can say that. I can say that, chat. I was a little naive. I really thought maybe we were going to turn a page. I really thought potentially the right decision was going to be made. But the crazy part is I'm not the only one who feels like this. I'm not the only one who thinks this. I'm not the only one who, at the end of the day, sees blatantly and as clear as day what's really going on out in Cleveland. I mean, do y'all want to continue to be bad? Do y'all want to continue to be in quarterback? The be a quarterback graveyard? Is Cleveland a quarterback graveyard? Is that what y'all want? When you had a chance to potentially put hope into the franchise, you had a chance to potentially turn the page in the franchise. You had a chance potentially to get people to really believe in the franchise and where they was headed and where they was going. But this right here, this is what we gonna do? Deshaun Watson? Jesus Christ. Todd Monken, you got something to say, don't you? I know you do.
Do.
So the word is out that Deshaun, explain your decision.
Deshaun is going to start against Jacksonville.
Stop right there. Why? 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 Oh my goodness. If everybody and their mama sees and believes that Shedeur Sanders is going to play regardless, why? But I'm going to let you finish, Todd.
Took in the full body of work over the course of off-season to training camp to the games, the joint practice, and all.
Todd, just say it. Just say it. Jimmy grabbed your arm like this, and he put it behind your back, and he said, Todd, you ain't got no other choice. Oh, my goodness, chat. He said, you ain't got another choice. He said, what, you thought this was a game? You thought this was for play? You thought I wasn't going to get the return on my investment? Oh, my goodness. Good Lord. Todd. Did you know this all along? Was a QB battle a charade? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking because I want to know. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. You know, I get it. I get it, man. I do. But at the end of the day, if it ain't about the money, it's money. Are we serious? We should have known, chat. When Jimmy pulled up to the win, we should have known. What was that handshake about, Jimmy? We should have known. Chat. All right. I'm gonna get serious in 2 seconds, chat. But let me get this off, man. Let me get this off. Wow. Cleveland, I feel for you. Because to be quite honest with you, like, when you try to give people the benefit of the doubt, sometimes you got to remember really what people really all about. Sometimes you got to be reminded. Jimmy low-key, he low-key already told us what it was, chat. He did. They acting like drafting a QB next year gonna really help. Gonna really change life. They acting like Art's gonna really come and be the saver and the shining knight. I should have known. Chat. I should have known. I mean, how do y'all feel about this, man? I mean, I know how I feel. But the Cleveland Browns, I mean, they're the ones who made the decision. They're the ones who going to have to live with this. They're the ones who going to have to stand behind this. Really is on you, Todd. Continue.
Ultimately felt like to start the season on the road, Deshaun gave us the best chance to move the ball and score points. I mean, that's really what it's about.
Todd, do you really believe that? He give you the best chance. Because with my own two eyes, I know what I've seen. My eyes don't deceive me, Todd. They don't. Todd, what is going on? Todd, blink twice. Blink twice if you have to. Is he holding you hostage? Blink twice, Todd. Jesus Christ, man. Jimmy Haslam, man. I think he has his hands and blueprint written all over this chat. Todd, you're just following orders, huh? You tried to do a chess move, chat. We talked about it. And then Deshaun Watson, what he said, I thought it was really over, chat. Y'all heard what Deshaun said. Deshaun was talking outside his neck. Deshaun was really talking that talk. Deshaun out here talking about playing 17 road games. So did he really give you the best chance, Todd? Did he really? The full body of work. Me and chat watched it. We watched it with our own two, Todd. Todd, I consistently, and when I say consistently, I consistently saw Shedeur play better than him, man. I did. And this right here, can we watch it again? This right here, Todd. Hold on, chat. Let me zoom in, chat. Chat, let me zoom in. I have yet to see my quarterback do something like this. And he does it over and over and over again. Who you throwing it to me? I got it, coach. Put me in. Oh, dang, my bad, Deshaun. I didn't know you were throwing it to me, Deshaun. I didn't know. I got the triangle. This is for practice today, chat. How come I have yet to see Shedeur Sanders throw a pass like this? This is for practice today. This is earlier today. The day you've been named the starter. Look, he throw it in there. Bruh. Cleveland. Really? Like what are we doing, man? What are we talking about? Like if I'm being honest with you, the day after you named the starter, chat, you thought we still wasn't showing practice clips? Chat, you thought we still wasn't showing practice clips, chat? Chat, hold on. You didn't think I had the clips. Look, chat, you know I keep the clips, right? Holy. This what you want, Cleveland? This what we doing? Jimmy. I thought you said it was a swing and a miss. Did you lie to us? Deshaun, like, I still got that starting job, right? Jimmy, like, yeah, you know you got it. What? Oh my goodness. Chat. Is this your king, Cleveland? Is your king? Is this your shining knight? Continue, Todd.
And felt that way going in the last game, but wasn't sure. And after we talked as a staff and after we re-looked at everything,
You talking about talked as a staff. You talking about after your talk with Jimmy? I don't care how he looked. I don't care what he said, even during his press conference. Because during his press conference, he was talking a little spicy, like I said, Chad. Deshaun basically said, hey, I don't want to even play in Cleveland. I don't. Like, oh my goodness. Like, this is what we really doing. Like, for real? Todd, really? Skip, I don't want to listen to Todd no more. Talk to me, man. I took that same deep breath earlier. Cleveland.
I almost burned this jersey this morning when I first heard the news. Not that the news surprised me, but the Cleveland Browns don't deserve Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I agree.
Now comes news, not surprising. I predicted
agree
from the start.
I agree, Skip.
That Deshaun Watson will start, and it's not a week-to-week thing, that he has been given the job for the season by the Cleveland Browns. This sorry-ass franchise does not deserve to have Shedeur Sanders on its roster anymore. I wish there was some way.
He said it, not me, Chad.
That Jimmy Haslam and Todd Monken would decide as we near the season to get rid of Shedeur, to set him free, to trade him elsewhere. And I'm sure nobody would give anything more than what they gave for Shedeur, 5th round pick, 6th round, 7th round. I don't know. I don't care. Would I love to see Shedeur in Atlanta?
Yeah, but we ain't going to no Atlanta, Skip, with Kevin Stefanski. But I'm going to let you finish. Hurry up and get your take off, Skip, before I go ahead and get you off the screen, man. I'm showing this for a reason, no chat. Really, I only showed it because he said the first part, like, he said what I wanted to say. But, you know, I don't curse, chat. I don't, you know. Every once in a while, something might slip, but for the most part, you know, we don't condone that language. So he said what I wanted to say. But they ain't going to trade him, Skip. You know better than that.
Do I think Shedeur Sanders, this coming football season, could win more games than Penix or Tua could win? And you better believe that I do. Shedeur Sanders is better than either quarterback that the Atlanta Falcons have right now that they're trying to just.
But Skip, why are you vouching for Atlanta when we know who in Atlanta? I'm not understanding. So we going to let you sit in the corner, Skip. We going to let you sit in this corner. Not going to lie to you. And we going to go ahead, really get to the man, the myth, the legend himself. Because to be quite honest with y'all, after Deshaun said what he said, I thought it was no coming back. This man was up there fixing his earring. He said, you see these $2 million earrings in my ear? He fixing his earring. He's saying, dog, you know I'm still playing regardless, right? That's why he felt the audacity to talk to the Cleveland fans like he did. He said, you know me and Jimmy, you know what me and Jimmy was on? You know Jimmy came to the wedding, didn't you? But he had the audacity.
I think the biggest thing is, I think you guys know too, and I think the whole world knows, it has nothing to do about the performance. It's a little bit personal than that. So I think that's it's a disrespectful thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep whatever I feel with me and my family internally on how I feel about that.
He said that for a reason. He gonna keep it between him and his family, how he felt about that. He said, they booed me. Guess what? It doesn't matter. This is your night. This is y'all shining armor. This is the guy that's going to lead y'all to the promised land, Cleveland. This y'all quarterback.
Last time I played on this field, I took my Achilles. And that same fan base, they cheered when I got hurt.
Yeah, they did.
So does that have to do with, what does that have to do with anything about performance? When a person get hurt, especially to their own city, and they cheer.
Does any of that make you regret coming here?
Nah, I don't regret anything in my life. You know, I think the Lord put me through situations for a reason, so I don't regret anything at all. But You know, I had different thoughts on how it was going to be, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Sometimes the tables turn, and I'm patient enough to deliver.
Because I'm a child of God. We heard it. But I'm showing this for a reason, chat. Because during this press conference, I saw somebody that was being defensive. I saw somebody that was kind of seeing the writing on the wall that he just wasn't going to be the guy. That's why he was talking and saying what he was saying. That's what I felt. Or maybe it was opposite. Because that's what I felt in the moment. But Deshaun, like, hey, I'm going to get this film. I'm going to put in this work, potentially. And I'm going to get up out of here in Cleveland. But to be quite honest with y'all, I literally thought after watching this press conference, I know the audio is kind of bad, but I really thought after watching this press conference that this dude was done in Cleveland. I thought there was no way. And I'm showing the better clips. I ain't showing you the clips for real. I thought there was no way, though. And then I remembered this. Deshaun said, I'm not tripping. I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried. Because he knew. He knew, chat. He knew. He knew. Something that we didn't. That's why he was talking like that. That's why he didn't care what nobody said. He said, at the end of the day, you must not know me and Jimmy like that. But with y'all fan base finna be an uproar, with people potentially finna boo even worse, even more, when you gave him fuel, because you really could have just said, at the end of the day, I can't really control what people say or what people do, but I'm still here to be the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, and kept it pushing. But you said so much more. And I understand where you was coming from. But I surely believed that Cleveland was going to turn the goddamn page. I really, really thought that, chat. And now that I sit here and I think about it, I'm like, why did I ever expect Cleveland to do the right goddamn thing? Why? If you said it was a swing and a miss, you said it, not me. Can we get to somebody else? Somebody else gonna state the obvious. Because at this point, chat, I don't know.
Career-ending press conference? I think it might have been. I would cut him. I would maybe deactivate him. Take your pick. You don't want him as a backup. And I don't think anybody on the team wants Deshaun Watson as a starter, including Deshaun. You don't openly engage and antagonize the fan base after another crap performance a couple weeks before the opener if you actually want the starting job. And it's personal. Let's address that. To quote every dumb action movie ever, it's not personal, it's business. The origin of all of this, Deshaun Watson and the Browns, goes back to them trading for him, them saying, screw it, let's trade everything for the pariah. We have a quarterback problem going back decades. Let's fix it with the nuclear option, and let's take the PR hit, and let's say to hell with it, because we think we have a top 5 quarterback, and the fans are just going to have to forgive us for that. You could see, at least from a business football perspective, that would make sense. But one real big problem, he was really bad.
He was really bad. Cleveland took a shot. Cleveland, man, they swung for the fences when they got Deshaun Watson originally. They betted the house. They pushed all chips on the table, giving up 3 first-round picks, paying them 230 M's. Man, Cleveland really, if be quite honest with you, they They thought they had a full house with Deshaun Watson, with them getting him. But so sad to be mistaken. So sad to be mistaken. Because he's been bad. He's been bad. That's why the fans was booing. They wanted you to be there, Deshaun, in 2023. They started to say, you know what? Let's just give him a chance. But then you had a shoulder injury. Then you had 2 Achilles injuries. Then when they looked at the totality of what you've done for him, you've only played for the 80th time. I'm going to say it again. You've only played 19 games in 5 years. So nobody has gotten a return on their investment. And the Cleveland Browns fans, some of them, was fed up. Now, do that give them the right? Do it give them the right to boo you? No, it doesn't. Especially after you got injured. But they can boo your ass, excuse my French, for just being bad. For being bad. Because when you was healthy, you was bad. But that's neither here nor there. Because Todd, hey, he named you the guy. You're the guy.
Decision.
Was it hard making that decision between? If you don't
understand conflict, like she said, chat, before I got rudely interrupted, you got to understand the context. This Todd, you understand by this. First year head coach. The fans not only going to boo Deshaun, they might end up booing you. They might end up booing you too, Todd. You said, hey, the decision was solely yours. I know you're going to be a good old boy and stand behind the bullets. You're going to be a good old man and take the punches. But Todd, we know what's up. Is it Todd Stefanski here at the podium? Is this Todd Stefanski? Are you a part of the Stefanski family?
This is not a week-to-week decision.
Was it hard?
Oh, so he going to be around for a minute. Well, meaning that he's only played 5 games in the last 19 years. Should I take the over or under on that, chat? You taking the over or you taking the under? Asking for a friend. He gives you a chance to score points? Okay. I mean, I know it's only 1 preseason game. We ain't going to hold that against him. But you know something, Todd? Dog, I have consistently seen one of these every practice. Damn near. The whole world saw him look bad on Saturday. With the 3s and 4s. The same 3s and 4s that Shedeur was with the prior week. And Shedeur had a slippery interception. But if we take that away, he still look better with you. Look better than you with them boys. He did. And you consistently, because I have yet to see Shedeur, just a side note, throw a pass like this. I know you were trying to throw it to me, but I'm all the way over here. I wasn't, Deshaun, how am I going to catch that? I appreciate it, though. You know I was open. Saw me throw the hand up. But, dog, Cleveland, I think y'all really a joke, man. You got Skip Bayless out here saying trade him to Atlanta. Knowing they ain't going to do that. You got me remembering this picture, knowing y'all had a. Hey, that's why he said the front office is whatever the front office and Todd wants. That's what you said, Deshaun. It's whatever the front office and Todd wants. You said that, not me. You said that. Big dog. This is wild. But is it unexpected? Is it unexpected? Should we have seen it coming? Yes, probably. Do we not want to believe it? No, we didn't. But dog. Man, I don't even like Dan Orlovsky. But listen.
That they did this to the Cleveland fans. I've said if I was a Cleveland fan and Deshaun still starting week 3, I would not go to the game because of the interaction that we saw.
What?
I've had a buddy text me saying this is smart by the Browns. They'll go 0-2. Deshaun will struggle, and all of a sudden Shedeur gets named the starting quarterback for the week 3 game, which is their home opener, and he's.
But what's the point of going 0-2? That's 2 less games that we don't get. If we know he gonna play anyway, what's the point, chat? Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. Shedeur got to come in and be the savior, but we can't have enough faith to believe in Shedeur enough to just give him the keys and let him get the full runway. To go ahead and build and start with this young core, we got to go through booze. We got to go through seeing what we already know in Deshaun Watson. Man. It's still us holding the wrist up now. Forever. But dog, if he gonna play anyway, what we playing for? What's the point? Come on, man. What are we talking about, man?
He's the hero.
Bingo.
Ain't no need. We don't want to be no hero.
Bingo.
Their home opener, and he's the hero.
Bingo.
Is their home opener, and he's the hero.
Be the home opener.
Game, which is their home opener, and he's the hero.
Why we gotta come in into the home opener and come in to be a savior? How can we just can't get the full runway? How can we just can't keep it a buck and call a spade and just say Shedeur has been playing and outplayed Deshaun Watson? For a while now, he's been doing it. Because, I mean, Shedeur continued to do what he do. He continues to do what he do. He going to continue to do what he do. Because despite us getting that call, we still going to ball. I mean, I have yet to see this man just throw a ball straight in the dirt. I have yet to see this man throw as many interceptions as I've seen Deshaun Watson throw. And it's only, man, it's I know it's practice, but dog, we see it in the game too. Like, Deshaun Watson, I hope you ball. Hope you dominate. I really do. But at some point, when can we just move on? When can we just go ahead and just see what's really to it? When? When can we just get the runway like all these other boys getting the runway? I don't want us to come in after going 0-2. He can go 0-2. Deshaun starts off 0-2 on the road. And then after he starts 0-2 on the road, you know what we can do? We can just throw Shedeur Sanders in there and come home. He'll rejuvenize the fans and do this and do that. Oh. I thought this was the NFL. What the best player? Oh, no. It's not the best player don't play. It's a business. My bad. I forgot it was a business. I forgot Jimmy. Jimmy ain't letting it go. Jimmy said he want to see a return on his investment. Jimmy said at the end of the day, hey, dog, you know, I paid a lot of money to that guy. I paid a lot of money. That boy making money. If it ain't about the money. So it's about the money, chat? Is it? You tell me. Because all I saw was my guy be consistent throughout. Take care of the ball. Not really when it counts. I mean, we did have 2 interceptions on the preseason. We could have played better in that first game still. But I still think he clearly outplayed Deshaun Watson. So is it about the money? Is it? You tell me, chat. Because I don't know what to think. Watson was ready to quit Saturday. He was ready to be done. Actually, one of y'all just, hey, Miss Gemini, what's up? She just said it. Look at God. Man, great minds think alike sometimes. Yep, because Watson was all about the team on Saturday. He waged war on fans. Hold on, we'll say it again. He waged war on fans, and he said he will not win one game for the Browns on purpose. No, Deshaun Watson ain't trying to play for no Browns. Deshaun Watson, dog. He trying to be up out of there. He basically said, hey, Cleveland Brown, y'all, the fans, I'm cool off y'all. I'm done. He basically burned the bridge to the ground. And y'all still finna throw him out there? That's what we doing? That's how we moving? That's the route? And then you got boys coming on. You got boys coming around and talking like this.
No question about that, Mina. The next 2 years are going to be very painful for me. I think a lot of Cleveland Browns that the quarterback of their future is not on the roster right now.
Now we're giving them free range to talk like this.
They have 2 first-round picks in the 2027 NFL draft. That's probably when they will acquire their quarterback of the future. And I know that Shedeur Sanders fans are a very passionate bunch and probably feel like he is.
We're a very passionate bunch, huh? Are we, Phil Yates? We're a passionate bunch. But you bet your darn butt we are, man. But now they talking crazy. I mean, I only saw with my own 2 eyes who was better, who was more consistent. But now we got to wait. He's going to play anyway. Dog. For once, can we just have one quarterback in Cleveland that y'all really believe in and just let them have an actual runway and do their thing? For once. What more does Deshaun have to do? He said he don't want to be there. He's been bad for 5 straight years. Y'all still want him in there? Let's just see it one more time. Like we ain't seen it the last how many years? Ain't nothing to see. If he wanted to play, dog, he would have said that at the podium. I'm just focused on winning. If he wanted to play and he didn't care about the booze, he would have said that at the podium. But he told y'all exactly how he felt. I don't want to play in Cleveland. I don't want to play for y'all. I want 17 away games. What? That's what your starting quarterback said? That's what we believe in? That's what we want? Come on, man. Come on, man. Phil Yates, keep talking crazy. Keep talking crazy. Because we won't let y'all get it off. Because I guess we got to come in and be the savior, huh? We got to wait our turn. We won the most games out of any quarterback last year. We played better in our last 7 games compared to other guys' last 7 games and actual NFL games. We're younger. We have more upside. The community believes in me. I'm sure a lot of guys on the team believe in me. Why I got to continue to wait? How come y'all just simply can't turn the page? Huh? Because if I recall, if I just happen to remember correctly, y'all know that little graphic that I was showing the other day about all them quarterbacks? Like a Jalen Miro, Tyler Shuck, Jackson Dart, Cam Ward. Receiver spot. This guy right here was taking ahead of Shedeur. You know, we throw interceptions during, you know, what's the name? It happens. We've thrown interceptions during the preseason. It happens. This is a 3rd-round pick right here. He was taking 2 rounds ahead of us, throwing a 2nd interception. He getting a full runway. He the backup of the backup, but it's the fact that he was drafted higher than us. It's the fact that they still say we're a 5th-round pick when we know the conspiracy is crazy. We know the collusion was crazy. How come we ain't the starter? My bad, chat. How come we ain't the starter, chat? Something's not adding up. Are we just not that good? Tom Monken just saying, you know, at the end of the day, hey, I just want to lose.
Making that decision between Watson and Sanders?
For sure. I mean, any decision where it's so close, right? Both guys competing the rear ends off.
If it's so close to what we talking about. I'm not liking it, Todd.
I mean, it is a hard decision, right? I mean, it's not a hard decision to start Jared Verse at defensive end, right? That's easy, right? But it's what we're paid to do, try to put the best players on the field that give us the best chance to score points and move the ball.
Is this a decision that feels like maybe you're flexible with changing if things don't go the way that maybe you anticipate early?
I don't anticipate that being the case, but that's what we do. This isn't that question is not a quarterback question. It is everybody's position, right? Every single week.
Don't sugarcoat it. Because you could have just straight up said no. No, I don't intend to switch this at all ever again. So if that's really how you felt, Todd, if that's really how you feel, if you said this is what we do, so you ain't saying no. That is not a chance that you won't change and push your door in. Then what's the point of watching Deshaun Watson go out there? What's the point of starting him? When Shedeur, clearly with more reps, he will continue to only get better. It's been shown, it's been proven. The more reps he gets, the better he looks. Wow. Interesting how that works. When we go with the ones, I mean, we look a little bit better. We only went 8 for 8 before we had an interception when we were throwing to a guy that didn't even make the goddamn roster. Right, Chad? Before that interception, I mean, we dang near played. We was playing dang near perfect, not a perfect game, but dang near. How come Shedeur ain't playing on Thursday against the Patriots, Todd? If he's your backup now, doesn't the backup always play? Right, Chat? Haven't we always seen the backup play? Haven't we seen that, Chat? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. Like, it was announced that Shedeur ain't going to be playing in this final preseason game. He won't play in the season finale? Huh? Why not? Oh, because if he go out there and actually cook, and if he go out there and actually look good, oh, that ain't going to look good for y'all, huh? Oh, so if he do exactly what he just did, show again that he can actually do this, that he actually is QB1, oh, that wouldn't look good for y'all, huh? Just how it didn't look good for y'all on Saturday, wasn't it? Shedeur actually had a few ones and balled. It wasn't just check down Charlie. Like somebody else. We ain't got to talk about it. We ain't got to talk about it. Come on, man. Come on, man.
We have to prove it, right? That's what we do. As pros, we have to prove it every week. It doesn't matter what position. Ultimately, we expect him to play well, or we wouldn't be starting him.
It feels like is there something that Deshaun did specifically to separate himself from Shedeur?
I wouldn't say anything specific.
What do you mean? If it's not anything specific, then why start him? Why put him out there? If you can't give me specifics, if you can't clearly state this, that, and this, you got a 31-year-old who ain't been good since COVID, and you got a 24-year-old with a fan base out of this world who's young, who dang near has shown that he can at least ball. He can at least play. He played 7 games last year. Todd, you're deflecting. Todd, you ain't giving me a straight answer.
I would not say that. Again, just on the road, operation, right? Our ability to function.
On the road, operation. What does that have to do with anything, Todd? I only seen one person with delay of games. False starts happen over and over again while he was on the field. Had to take a timeout. Throwing balls at the dirt. Shall I continue? Is it because we threw 2 interceptions on preseason? That might be why. I guess.
And again, it was close. I mean, like I said, I feel really good about both quarterbacks.
If it was close, Todd, why wouldn't you start the younger guy? Why wouldn't you just close the chapter in the book on that? You're a new coach with a young team, with a young quarterback, and can just see what's there for the future. What are we wasting time for? What are we wasting time for? And then for you not to play us? For you to play Taylor Green and Dylan instead of us? I'm looking into it. Because I'm confused. If we didn't win, if we the backup, shouldn't we be playing? Don't backup. Chat, don't backups typically, like all backups typically play like all the preseason games, really, technically? And you only rest who? Your starters? Or at least the backups, they get at least a series or two. But we ain't finna play the whole game. I can see why you ain't playing your starter. But why you ain't playing us? Interesting. I don't know. I keep on coming back to it for a reason, but chat, you tell me.
I do.
So if it's that close, Todd, I think there's a line of thinking that says, why not go with a younger guy that might have a brighter future? So I guess what was keeping Shedeur from getting this job? Did it come down to that operation?
Some of it was that. There's a number of things I'm not going to get into, but ultimately we felt over the course of training camp and the offseason that he was ahead of Shedeur. Shedeur's closed that gap, for sure. And that's a credit to him. And we look.
He's ahead of Shedeur, sir. He's ahead, Todd. He's ahead. You are the coach. You see him on the regular basis. You see him daily. Maybe I'm just, looking at too many clips. Maybe my eyes are kind of lying to me. I guess I did, chat. I guess I did. Guess my eyes deceived me, chat. Guess I haven't seen what I've seen all camp. I guess I haven't. Listen, chat. It's not only me. Maybe I'm just not the only one tripping.
What do you think is going on in the Browns locker room right now? Your best guess.
Rich, let me I've been hearing the banter, and obviously Deshaun been named the starter. News broke this morning from Shefty. It's about $230 million. The locker room.
So that's really what it's about? Chat, you agree? So it's not about how we played. It's not about the processing.
Not important. This is ownership unwilling to make to admit that they made a tremendous mistake bringing Deshaun Watson in. It hasn't worked out since he's arrived there. Unfortunately, he suffered injuries that have derailed him. I think he's missed almost 50 games, 40-something plus games since he's shown up there. But this is when we have conversations.
He's missed 40 plus games. 40 plus? Interesting. It's more than 40 for sure. 19 games in 5 years. You do the math.
About the business of football. It's simple for me. Shedeur Sanders should be the starter. One, because you need to figure out if he can play at a very high level. From a pragmatic standpoint, if he plays well and you still want to move on because you got those first round picks, now you've increased value for a trade, which would help your organization and franchise. But this is ownership. This had nothing to do with Todd Monken or Andrew Berry. This is about $230 guaranteed to a player who was coming out of Houston with all of those allegations and dealing with a lot of turmoil.
Marcus Spears. That's what you think? Interesting. Todd, that's what Marcus think.
Forward to, again, Shedeur continuing to grow as a player. But ultimately, we're about week one. That's all it's about, is week one. Putting our best foot forward over the next 3 weeks. As I said the other day, we're only halfway through training camp. Still have this week, got next week, got the whole game prep for Jacksonville. We really haven't game planned anybody in the preseason. So our ability to game plan and get ready for Jacksonville, I'm looking forward to it.
When you talk about
You sure it's not about the 200 million, Todd?
on the road, do you mean the challenges a road game presents, or
100%.
being away from the home fans?
No, I mean, what a challenge is of being on the road. I'm just worried about the first game. I mean, it's real.
I mean, Shedeur's played on the road. His first start, actually, was on the road. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that first start Shedeur had? When he could throw it on the run out in Las Vegas? Where he beat the Las Vegas Raiders on the road in his first start? Y'all remember that? I think I remember that. Chat, you remember that? Did that happen? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know. Maybe y'all was dreaming something. Huh? I'm going to let you finish though, Todd.
Really about being on the road operation, silent cadence, right? Opening the season. Just felt like that was the right way to go. And that wasn't the only criteria. It was just a piece of it.
Todd, no one really seemed to run away with this quarterback competition.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? He didn't run away with the competition. Deshaun, did you run away with the competition? Asking for a friend. Let's hear from him.
I think just, human nature, just myself being very emotional, putting a lot of time these last 2 years to, get back and, spend time in this facility, in the city, meeting a lot of different people in the community. I thought I was going to get, a little different response, but, I think, my emotions got the best of me. And, my comments wasn't intending to go at any of the fans around in the city.
You're lying. Your comments was definitely meant to go at some people around the city. You said those fans. You didn't even say Cleveland Browns fans. Boy. Is Cleveland the most dysfunctional franchise in the NFL, y'all? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just asking for a friend. Come on, man. Come on, man. Once again, man. All I see always. We just drop dimes. We still just be balling. But Deshaun, you meant what you said. Don't backtrack down. You was dang shocked you got that job, huh? Nah, you wasn't. You know what was up, Deshaun. You just said, hey, y'all know I'm still starting regardless, right? Regardless if you booby. So I'm going to talk about Ish. I'm going to fix my $2 million earrings in my ear. And what you going to say? Nothing, because I'm still out there. I'm still the guy. Must be nice.
Because there's been a lot of great fans that have been supporting me. And I know
Well, you didn't say it the other day. You said all that potentially. Maybe you forgot in that moment. You like, dang, potentially I'm probably going to lose this job. But then Jimmy was like, hey, Jimmy said, hey, I remember that shake, man. You know I'm going to come through for you, my guy. Jimmy said, hey, hold on, Deshaun, I know all that happened. I'm going to come through for you still, my guy. You said all that because you thought it was over. You spoke your mind because at the end of the day, you knew Shedeur Sanders outplayed you time and time again. You spoke your mind and you spoke the truth because you truly probably felt that's probably your last game that you ever was going to play in Cleveland. And you did not think Jimmy was going to uphold this handshake deal. Is that what happened? You said those comments for a split second. You had to down in your mind. Damn, he really just better than me. Damn, there's no way that Jimmy can probably play me now. Damn, Jimmy, man. I know I messed up, man. I know, I ain't been looking that good. But, dang, I guess that's it. And then when Jimmy said, hold on, Deshaun. Don't trip. He said, Deshaun, hey, don't trip. You know I still gave you $230 million, right? You know I still want my money back on that investment. I still want my return back on that investment, Deshaun. You know that? We should have known, chat. We should have known.
The frustration. This organization have put, a lot of investment in coming, to get me back in 22.
Oh, so they put a lot of investment into you, huh? We know. We know. We know. So if it ain't about the money, huh? I guess it's about the money, chat. Anyway, let's get to some of y'all comments, man. Let's get to some of y'all comments. Because I really just want to hear y'all reaction. I really just want to hear how y'all feel. I really just want to see how y'all feel. Because I ain't going to lie, real quick, can I show y'all this? Because a real wide receiver, even if a ball is behind them, they still catch that thing. That's on the Jimmy Horn, though, man. Just wanted to show that. Nah, it's a little bit behind him. He still caught it, though. Interesting how that worked. That's up to Jimmy Horn, man. Catching balls, throwing behind him, being a real wide receiver. Actually being somebody on a 53-man roster. It'd be like that, though. It'd be like that. But it is what it is, chat. Even though oh, man, chat. Deshaun's probably the greatest quarterback in Cleveland history, chat. That's probably what it is. We're going to get to y'all chats here in a second. Oh, my goodness. My bad, chat. Deshaun, greatest highlights. That's up to Deshaun, man. They said, hey, Deshaun been cooking in Cleveland. We just sleep. We got to wake up. That's what somebody said. I mean, I guess we're going to come in and just be Superman. Still wrist up. Still the wrist up. Somebody said this in response. They cannot have the QB2 outplay the QB1. They tried rigging it and put him in with the 3s and 4s to start Watson. Because Watson got the 1s and 2s. Yeah, we still ball with them 3s and 4s. That's Deshaun Watson, man. One of the greatest quarterbacks in Cleveland history. God dang. Hey. That's Todd Monken guy, man. Todd Monken say he rehabilitated. Todd Monken say, I got this. Don't trip. Stay woke. Hold on. My bad, chat. Got to make sure y'all can hear the question.
Just felt like it was uneven throughout. What, for those that don't understand.
Oh, that's Dale Ryder. A damn shame I can recognize his voice. God damn.
In the football decision to start Deshaun, what are they missing that you see that those folks aren't seeing?
Well, again, it's the day-to-day. What they're not seeing is the film. They're not in our building. So they're not going to know what we know.
We ain't seeing the film. Todd, you know the game is nationally televised. Did you know that? Did you know there's actually clips being shown of y'all practices? Todd, did you know we actually got eyes too? Just saying. My eyes really didn't deceive me that much, Todd. We actually watched a lot of clips, Todd. We actually watched both preseason games, Todd. We did. We did. Todd was talking about out of both sides of his mouth, worse than Deshaun, and the bees in his pants forced him to apologize to the fans. Yeah, they definitely forced him to apologize to the fans. He could have kept the apology. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. Shake my head, man. Shake my head. Somebody said it. Deshaun Watson owes the Haslam's a losing season to get the quarterback he wants. Shedeur playing mop-up duty like last year. Well, that's if Deshaun lasts past the first game. I mean, he's only played 19 games in the last 5 years. Let's just, say that, be honest. Ty, continue, though.
Now, you can see with your own eyes, right?
No. Well, if we can see with our own eyes, Todd, did our eyes deceive us?
Can forecast what you expect it to be, right? A number of those people weren't even at practice. So I don't really concern myself with what they really think. I know what we think and what we see every day in our building and our players and the momentum we have, and we're 100% behind Deshaun.
How much did you take into account the fact that the fan base really is not in Deshaun's corner and that they seem to love Shedeur? Did this come up in the discussions at all for you guys?
Mary Kay was going to ask it. Mary, once in a while, man, hey. You be asking them questions, Mary. I can't say that. You are naive yourself. We're going to get to what you said here in a little bit because I'm saving that for last. Don't you worry.
Absolutely not. Zero. There was nothing to do with that. I mean, ultimately, the fans want us to win. I mean, ultimately, put a good product on the field. That's really what they want. Okay. And so that's our job as coaches, why we're hired, to try and put the best product on the field. And when we don't, then I understand their frustration.
You understand our frustration, but you still willing to put that man on the field? You understand, Todd, but clearly you don't. Clearly you don't. Todd, clearly you don't understand. Clearly you don't understand, Todd. Do he understand, chat, you think? Do he?
But ultimately, they don't decide who plays. I mean, who would I be if I let someone outside of the building decide who plays?
Todd, I know you said that press conference from Saturday from Deshaun wasn't going to factor into the decision, and I know you talked about how important mental toughness is in quarterbacks. So looking at the entire body of work, what makes you confident that he has that part of it for you guys right now?
Well, I said it yesterday, like he bleeds like we bleed. 22 months of working to get back,
He said what he said, Todd. Don't sugarcoat it. He said what he said. Oh, that's irrelevant. He spoke from the heart. He said what he said. He said ultimately what he believed. Deshaun Watson. Man. Hey, Todd, you ain't fooling nobody, man.
Giving himself another opportunity for the Browns, okay? So that I respect. And sure, was he hurt? Yes. But I also said yesterday, okay, I don't like being booed either. I don't like when we jump off sides 3 times at the end of the game.
Don't deflect, Todd. Don't deflect. Stay focused with the question. Does he have the mental capacity or the toughness to get through 4,000 fans in a 65,000 seated stadium that can fit 65,000? He got upset when it was only 4,000 fans in the stage. For only 4,000, he was getting booed. You think he got the mental toughness to handle about at least over 20,000 saying something to him? At least. And that's on the low end. Guess we're going to find out.
Okay, but we earned that, right? We earn our respect by how we play. We earn.
And he hasn't played good in the last 5 years. So why do you think they was booing? Potentially, they saw something that they were familiar with. Potentially, they saw something that maybe caused them a little PTSD. Oh, this the same old Deshaun? Yeah. Yeah. Damn near. Damn near. Because, Todd, what you did, Todd, what you did, you opened us up for the nonsense. You opened us up for the wild-ish that people going to say. Mary Kay, good old Mary Kay. Come down to the front of the congregation.
Column during the week saying that, it says he's not worried about the boos, but how he handles them is going to be significant because they wanted to see how he was going to handle this. They have to see how he was going to handle this. Now, having said that, I don't think he was set up for success.
What? Who wasn't set up for success? Deshaun? So he just get to practice with the ones. He just to get more reps than us. He just to get to go out there with Quinshon Judkins, Harold Fannin, Casey Concepcion, Denzel Boston, Dylan Sampson, Fano, the darn offensive line. And he wasn't set up for success? Mary, no. No. Do you really believe that? Ty saying the boos and all that stuff don't matter. But what you said, he wasn't set up for success? He only did the same thing that Shedeur went out there with. He went out there with that second half. But instead of us getting those same weapons, Quinshon Judkins was out. But we could have kept Fano in there, potentially, even though the offensive line did their thing. We could have had Casey Concepcion. Maybe that's Casey Concepcion we throwing to over there instead of that tight end. Or maybe it's the first team tight end and Harold Fannin who actually catches that tip pass. And we go 9 for 9 instead of just 8 for 8. Just saying. G. Bush, how do you feel about Mary Kay saying this? Can you talk to me?
Remember what I keep trying to tell y'all.
What you got to tell us?
The setup for success.
Mm-hmm.
We in a court. Now think about this. Why would you be in a quarterback competition and because a person went out there and played crappy and then had and then had one of the worst interviews and worst sessions we've seen? Why would you then
talk to him,
say he was not set up for success when he the one that didn't play well?
No, you can't
continue on. See what I'm talking? I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
You could easily see how he was going to handle fan reaction in the dress rehearsal game on Thursday night when you have the first team line in front of you and you're throwing the ball to Casey Concepcion and Denzel Boston. If you wanted him to have a really good first experience back at the stadium, then you might not want to put him in the third quarter of a game when you're behind. What were they behind by that? 24-7 or?
No, they was down 14-7, by the way. And also, by the way,
talk to him, G.
How is it a competition if you now saying basically let's just prop him up? If you want to see how good he is, just put him with the first team offense and defense, first team against the second unit and the third unit, and make it look a certain way. Why would you even have him out there? Well, here's the reality of the situation. Shedeur Sanders had to go out there.
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders has to be out there competing.
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders didn't get to go with the ones, so now it's a disadvantage by going with the ones. I thought that's what competition was about. Seeing it. I continue on. Keep talking.
Something like that, when you're going to put him behind the 8 ball in a situation like that with
Are they though?
I know that Shedeur was playing with backups as well, but it's funny because for Shedeur, the backups, those are his people.
What? No, she didn't. No, she didn't say that, Chad. Hold on, Chad. No, she didn't. Chad, ain't no way she said that, bro. Chad, ain't no way she just said that, Chad. Dog, hold on. What you say?
I know that Shedeur was playing with backups as well, but it's funny because for Shedeur, the backups, those are his people.
What? G, what you G?
So
you heard it too, G? Hey, G.
The backups is where you belong. With
yeah, that's what she told us. Hold on, chat. No, G Bush, maybe we hearing it. G, ain't no way we hear when we hear.
Backups, those are his people as well. But it's funny because for Shedeur, the backups, those are his people.
Oh my goodness. No, she did, chat. No, she did. The audacity. G, did I hear it?
So
did I hear what I
the
thought I heard?
backups is where you belong with those people.
That's what she said.
That's your idea of competition?
I guess so, G.
That's the idea of competition. Is let's prop up somebody and don't put them in front of the camera. Like, let's just be clear, bro. He's only spoke one time in 2 years.
One called Cassidy. Hold on, who just said that? Who just said the call Cassidy? Oh my goodness. Blasphemy. My bad, Chad. I'm gonna start putting y'all's comments on the screen. Jesus. The call Cassidy. It's real.
One time in 2 years. And the reason he's only spoke one time in 2 years is because of the outburst we just saw the other day.
His people, second-class players. MK damn near is his counselor. Todd did the Kevin Stefanski, yeah. Lady PC, Todd blinked twice. If you held a gun pointing, you look scared. We will get to some more comments, but Jesus. Chad, did she really say that? Let's focus back here. Did she really say that? The backers is where he belong?
He still feels a certain type way. And it goes deeper than math. This is what we're saying. Like, this is why, and I don't know if y'all feel like I'm not the Pied Piper of how people gonna feel. I know I got a lot of people that's up in here and that be thinking a certain, feeling a certain way. Let me just tell you, all these folks up in here, they got their own mindset and how they feel and how they move. I don't control nothing. That's not my game plan. I get on here, I talk how I talk, and if you resonate with it, you resonate with it.
We appreciate that, G. But I got to go ahead and go back.
I know that Shedeur was playing with backups as well, but it's funny because for Shedeur, the backups, those are his people.
She was like, look at her face. She like, did she really just say that? She like, did she really just say that? Those is people. Hey, Shedeur, how you feel about that, dog? She said, what? Huh? So we second class citizens. So we meant to just be backups. So Deshaun can get all these reps at the ones and look great. But I can't get no reps. The one you give me is a second round rookie. Ain't no offense to Denzel Boston because that boy, he like that. But that's what you gave me. That's the only person I had. Isaiah Bond, yeah, you gave me him too. A dog. I cook with just them. No Quinshon Judkins, no Harry Fenner, no Casey Concepcion. Not even Jerry Dropless Judy. But the audacity, Mary Kay. Even she looking at you. Those are his people. So he's a backup for life. He has no place in the NFL. Cleveland wants a QB in 2027. It's clear. I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. How you feel about it, JJ?
If I'm being completely honest, I didn't see the entire press conference, so I can't speak too in depth about it. I know that they're in a quarterback competition up there right now. I think he said he's going to announce today. Is he announced yet? Who's starting? Is he? It's a lot of money. And
as simple as that. That's a lot of money. Look at him smile. Jimmy, like, I still want that money from you, right? I'm still going to get a return on my investment, right? They say you healthy. So guess what? You going to play. Until you get injured again. Mary Kay, though. We just out here supposed to be with the twos, huh? Those are people, huh? Those are people. The twos, right? Right? Interesting. I get it. I definitely understand it. Must be the money.
Mentally, I think Deshaun is obviously wrecked from that standpoint, trying to perform with that going on. And now, the recent press conference is standing up there and talking about the fans and his response to the fans and the booing. I don't think any player should be booed when they get injured, no matter what the circumstances is. But that happened, and but the tumultuous relationship that has ensued since he's shown up there suggest he shouldn't even be on the team.
He shouldn't even be on the team. I mean, clearly. Marcus, you make a good point. But Mary Kay said, hey, when he with his people, he be balling. When he with his people, he be doing that. When he with his people, interesting. He with his people. There go Harold Fannin. There go Jerry Judy. How come I've yet to see Shedeur Sanders throw a ball like this, Chad? I know I keep on bringing it up, but I'm just asking. Shine. I was open. You missed me.
The CEO of the organization, the franchise face, you have to be able to go and talk to these people and say what you need to say. And guess what now? Jason, Zach, all of them, they're going to be asking questions every Wednesday. They're going to national people every Wednesday. And so, no, after you did that and you played that bad, I cannot think that that was already not predetermined, because that is a disqualifying press conference. And it was a disqualifying, in my opinion, performance. So I don't know what Shedeur could have did. Throw for 5,000 yards? I mean, he never really played with the ones anyway.
You don't know what Shedeur could have did, and he never even played with the ones anyway. Well, yeah, because the first game we played with the backups, it still looked better than Deshaun. They ain't there. And the second game we played with a few starters, but clearly, G, we tripping. Maybe it's us, G. Maybe it's us.
So at the end of the day, they have to just stand on their business. Whatever come with it, they got to accept it. There's no walking it back. They can't have had a real competition if this is what you were saying is what they want.
One thing I want.
He said it. He said it, because was it not a competition all along? Were they just stringing us along all along? Was it really a competition? Man, oh man. Why didn't they name Watson QB1 from the start? Exactly. Because they knew what the fans would have said and what they would have did. They should have just did that and stopped wasting our time. Maybe we would have just knew what it was. Come on, man. Come on, man. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Guess, hey. Jimmy. I get it. I get it. Hey, Jimmy. Get the return on your investment, cuz. Get the return on your investment, man. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. But who y'all fooling? Nice little pad, Deshaun. Dang, that's Jerry. My bad, chat. Short intermission to see Jerry Judy do some Jerry Judy things. My bad, chat. You know Jerry gonna always do some Jerry Judy things. I didn't have to make a bright spot, man. Because I was starting to get mad for a second. Because I realized, man, maybe it wasn't really a quarterback competition after all. Jerry Judy, I appreciate that laugh, man. I appreciate you, dog. Always nice seeing you what you normally do. Always nice seeing you do what you normally do, big fella. Always nice. I ain't complaining. At all. But man. But maybe it's on us. Maybe it was on us.
Joe,
yes.
You're not going to be surprised by this decision, but what do you think really went to the decision? He said he and the staff, I don't believe he and the staff had any say in this. I think it came above his pay grade, and they made a decision, and he says, okay, me and my staff made this decision.
Yeah.
Listen, I told you. Obviously, the coach. I'm not
Joe said
saying
it
he's a
from the beginning,
puppet.
Chad.
I'm not saying that. But I knew all along. I knew all along, for one, Uncle Joe, that Deshaun was going to start simply because of the money that's owed to him this season.
Dang.
That's it. So understanding that Todd Monken is in a tough position, he can't answer the question like he really wants to answer it. You know, saying that based on his performance, and we feel he gives us our best chance to win. But if you look at the numbers, that's not the person that gives you your best chance to win. You know the call is coming from upstairs. And I understood that call would come upstairs based on the person that writes that check.
You understood that based on this guy? You know, I still want that return on my investment, right? Deshaun, like, yeah, I'm already 200 mil up. It's cool. You say I want to play. You say I can play again. Y'all just, hey, you know I don't care anymore, right? You know, hey, you saw things, man. I ain't worried about what y'all saying. I'm out here collecting free money. I only played 19 games in 5 years. I've been chilling. Ocho, but man, we owe you an apology, big dog. Ocho, we owe you an apology. You've been saying it all along.
We're going to have the person that's making the most money start as the starting quarterback for our team. And I said it as soon as before the season started. When they went to training camp, I said, it's Deshaun Watson's job to lose. It's his job to lose. So they're going to allow him to start. And they had 2 games on the road. I'm hoping. I'm not sure what's going to happen with those 2 games. Hoping he looks to par. But if he doesn't, that first home game, the 3rd game of the season, if it's not going well, at that point a change will be made. Mark my words. I haven't been wrong yet. Since basketball season, I haven't been wrong yet.
Oh, man.
Look at Joe start making that face. Look at Chuck face. Hey, Ocho said he ain't been wrong, Chad. And hey, I guess he not. Must be the money.
Listen to me, Joe. Stay with me. Joe, I know you're frustrated because you ain't been right yet. But I'm telling you, hey, I'm not trying to be rude enough. If the 3rd game does not go the way it should, a change will be made going into week 4. I'm telling you right now ahead of time.
But why we got to wait till week 4? That's my question, Ocho. Must be the money. I guess so. Chat. Must be the money. Must be the god dang money. Somebody said with the Jerry Judy job, Jerry in mid-season form. Ocho knew because Judy told him that. Watson told him. Ooh. Return $0, a hot mess. Hey, chat, man, oh man. They said Joe got better football takes than Ocho. Yeah, anybody could have said what Ocho said. Yeah, y'all right. Last take, man. Let's listen.
What this sounds like to me, Brandon, imagine you're going to a Michelin star restaurant, correct? And you're waiting for this grandiose food and you're taking a couple of bites like, I mean, it's okay, but you finished the meal. Why you finished the meal? Man, because I paid for it already. So this feels like what this is for Deshaun Watson. It seems like it's more contract-based than performance-based because if you're watching the film, if you're looking at the games, both preseason games, there is no way Deshaun Watson on the football field outplays Shedeur Sanders. So it has to be more contract-related. And I felt like when we heard the words coming from Deshaun Watson's mouth on Saturday, it felt like, to be honest, it felt like a guy that was finally able to vent what's been going on in his mind. And it also kind of gave me the kind of inkling that, okay, if he's venting like this, then maybe he has some assurances that he's going to go out there and be the starter.
Yeah. And that's why he didn't care. You're damn right he had some assurances. That's why he said and spoke how he spoke. It makes all the sense in the world now. Because a man only going to speak like that is if he knows he's done and his career is over, or he's about to leave or get traded or go out the back door, or he knows he can say whatever he want to say and ain't nothing going to change. You make a heck of a point, my guy. A heck of a point. Must be the money.
So that's the first time we saw a real raw reaction from Deshaun Watson regarding the boos, regarding what people have been saying about him. But this feels like more of a financial decision than a football decision. What this?
I guess so. I guess so. Guess it's about the money, chat. I guess it's about the money. Shake my head, man. Watson told us in April he was QB1. Yeah. But he definitely said the front office, 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 the front office. Who in the front office? Hey, Chad, I'm asking for a friend. Chad, who in the front office? Jimmy! Hey, Jimmy! Yeah. Yeah. Man. Yeah, we should have knew it. We should have known, chat. We should have known. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Talk about somebody that really understands the long game. That really, I think, has come to understand the long game.
Why we got to understand the long game, Todd?
Right? What are we really in this for? What am I in it for? To have the Browns be an organization that people aspire to be, right? The long game, right? Where do we want to be in the long term, right? Whatever that, and he understands that as well as a quarterback, right? Where he was at, where he's at now, where he wants to get to. That is what's so awesome about Shedeur understanding that, really.
Also, so we got to just understand the long game. You know, Shedeur, if you wait again like you did last year, there's a chance. And I'm saying there's a chance you can come in when everybody on the team hurt, when the offensive line hurt, when a couple wide receivers hurt, when we ain't playing really for nothing, when we out of the playoffs, when the season basically over, you know you can come in there, right? You know that's the long game, right? That's what you saying, Ty? That's what you saying? Bruh. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Todd Stefanski. Todd Stefanski. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. Remember who Jackson told us he was told the Browns said that he needed to lose games. So if they did it once, chat, are we naive to think they wouldn't do it again? Are we naive to not think they banking on another quarterback? Hey. I trust the Todd because he said a competition. Lies he told. Yeah, he just a better liar than Stefanski. That's what it is. He a believable liar. Todd, a believable liar. A believable liar. That's what it is. That's how it was. That's how it is. That's how it was. That's how it is. That's how it was. Man. Chat. I mean, And it's about the fans. And it's what the fans want, though, chat. Who do you want the Browns to name a starter in week 1? Shedeur or Deshaun? They said liars gonna lie. Somebody said, I've been told y'all don't trust Barry. Yeah, when Barry traded Myles Garrett, I guess we should have known they was plotting on the future, huh? Guess we should have known. Peyton Manning gonna be the new GM when they get Arch. Hey, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. It's about the money. It's always been about the money. Yeah. 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 Should be right. Todd don't think so, though.
Our fans, right, in terms of appreciation of the product we put on the field, and that's our job. So on one side, I 100% understand where Deshaun is coming from, but ultimately, we're pros. I mean, we got to put on a good product, and we got to play.
And he hasn't put on a good product, and he hasn't played well. But y'all still throwing him out there. Nobody wants to see him. Nobody wants him out there. But y'all still throwing him out there. When I saw this earlier, I almost threw my phone. Wouldn't lie to you, chat. Wouldn't lie to you. I guess I was a little naive, chat. Guess I was. But all I know, though, is when Shedeur do get in there, man. When Shedeur do get in there, he gonna cook. But God dang. God dang. Let Deshaun go out there and cook, man. I guess let Deshaun go out there and cook. That's up to Deshaun Watson, man. Hey, QB1. That's y'all king. Yeah. That's y'all king. This y'all guy.
It's great. You know, like I mentioned before, you know, this is what I've been working for 2 years, is to be able to show that, you know, I'm capable of being a starter for one of the 32 organizations in this league. And
one of the 32. How come you ain't say Cleveland? Ain't you playing for Cleveland? Boy, Deshaun keep telling y'all he don't rock with y'all boys, man. But Deshaun, they don't care. They don't care. Say that again. This is why I know.
it's great. You know, like I mentioned before, you know, this is what I've been working for 2 years, is to be able to show that, you know, I'm capable of being a starter for one of the 32 organizations in this league.
One of the 32 organizations, or I'm capable of being a starter for the Cleveland Browns. Which one is it? Somebody who I'll stop.
And, you know, today was a assignment. I had no idea until I walked into the building and I talked with Coach Monk. And, yeah, it felt good, you know, and a lot of excitement, but it comes with a lot of work too. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of challenges that I have to continue to overcome. And I just got to continue to work on, you know, achieving those victories each and every day. So I'm ready and prepared. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but at the same time, you know,
there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. I want to show I'm capable of playing for one of the 32 NFL teams.
I'm excited to be, you know, a starting quarterback in this league, and especially a starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
See, he realized what he was saying, chat. He like, hold on. I can't be that obvious. Hold on. Let me. Jimmy might text me about that later. I can't be that obvious. Boy. Cleveland. That's what y'all want? That's y'all boy? Oh my goodness. Yeah, chat. Not gonna lie to you. Think that that's all she wrote, man. At the end of the day, Deshaun Watson being named the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Shocking. To be expected. Yeah. But I had hope. But this right here, crazy, man. Crazy. I thought this was interesting. Even though the Pro Bowl we had last year wasn't, nothing really. But I thought this was interesting. We didn't make the Pro Bowl last year. They gave it to us. They handed it to us. It still count, though. It's still on the resume. But dang. That's how they going to mill me? Somebody said, I ain't seen no Barry today. Been sabotaging. Don't believe a word coming out of his mouth. Yeah. Come on, man. The NFL print money. Yeah, so who knows? That's why they saying it's not about the money. Dang, that's crazy, though. Interesting. This is how they do it, though, chat. Like Cat Williams say, that's ish right here. Tony Grossi did say this. I did see that, chat. I did see that. How y'all feel about this, though, real quick, chat? 10 reasons to boycott the Browns in 2026. It started with Tim Couch, passed on Donovan McNabb, and Dante Culpepper. 26 years, still searching for the guy. Too many QBs, no stability, no identity. We had a winner, ran him out. Baker won 11 games and a playoff game, still wasn't enough. The Deshaun Watson trade, 3 first-round picks, $200 million guaranteed, one big swing and a miss. Watson is still the starter in 2026 after everything. We right back where we started. Yeah, 5 years later, y'all still trying to continue to just stay at that same page. Y'all been stuck on the same page. Ain't changed, ain't moved nothing. Y'all been stuck on the same page. Can't even change it. I say flip the page. I say no, turn and shut off. Dang it, burn the book. And y'all don't want to. Fans haven't been loyal. Even when y'all went 0 for 16, y'all was loyal. One playoff win since 1999. Holy smokes. Y'all know only the Jets have a worse losing percentage than the Cleveland Browns. Just throwing that out there. New QB, new coach, new plan, same result. Yeah. We've heard this time and time before for 26 years. Yeah. The Watson situation is a joke. 19 games and not 4 years, 5 years. And we're still paying the price. Yeah. Money talks. No tickets, no merch, no beer, no parking. They don't earn our money automatically. Yeah, but I think people ain't going to boycott. This is a great idea, but I think people going to still show up regardless. It's not about the money. QB in 2027, I guess. I guess. But chat, I just want to know. I just want to know. How do we get here? That people are talking about potentially boycott. How do we get here that Deshaun Watson has been named the starter for the Cleveland Browns? How did we get here, chat? That is the real question. Because I remember a little birdie. Yes, chat, I remember a little birdie. Not too long ago, only a few weeks ago. A little birdie. A little birdie. I remember a little birdie said something, chat. A few little birdies, actually. You know, once upon a time, Deshaun Watson wasn't looking that Blake. This is only a few weeks ago. This was only a few weeks ago, Chad. Do we remember this infamous video?
Got to be time for them to say, let's give him 3 wides with the best 3 wides that we have. Harold Fannin, put Quinchon out there, the best offensive line that we have, and let him rep it with that first team and develop some rhythm and some timing and give him some designed runs and do whatever you can do to make him feel good about himself right now, because he's not having a lot of successful days. He's not stacking those successful days right now.
Yeah. So if he wasn't stacking those successful days at some point, and all Shedeur did was stack successful days, did we know in fact, chat, and there was never really a competition? It's cool. It's cool. I guess it is what it is. I guess now we're just moving on. I guess now we just move on, chat, huh? Interesting. Guess we just go about our business. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is at this point, chat. But all I'm saying is, if it wasn't really a competition, why y'all always playing with us, man? Why? If you want the return on your $230 million, just y'all could have came out and said it. Y'all could have came out and said it. Y'all could have. It is what it is, though. It is what it is.
Flying today. You know how much fun that can be. Guys, gals, I'm not surprised. I'm not. I think the Browns wanted Watson to start all along.
They did.
I don't know what Shedeur is or is not doing to win this job, but apparently Monk doesn't feel confident enough to start him in week 1. But let's make this clear. Deshaun has 2 games, and if he looks like crap, they'll name Shedeur the starter for week 3 at home against the Carolina Panthers. The 100 Years War continues. Guys, when the Browns traded Myles Garrett, they told you they were looking towards next year. Okay, and they're going to be in this quarterback draft next year. Now, Shedeur can come out and, get going. And
why we got to do all that, though? How come we just can't get going from the start? I knew that they were going to do this all along. Did all y'all know they were going to do this all along? I guess so. I guess so. It is what it is, chat. It is what it is. But if we being honest, even before the press conference started, they booing in the chat. The Cleveland Browns gonna turn their comments off in a second, chat. Oh, man. Let's just look at the video. Y'all see it? LOL. Leave Cleveland, Shedeur. They don't want you. Todd put himself in the hot seat. He's tripping. Watson was headed for QB1, clearly. Fire Monken. Honeymoon phase is over. Disgraceful. Fire Monken. How hard is it to make a decision already from the jump? Yeah, we heard all this. I'm boycotting the Colt, realizing that they're the only one drinking the Kool-Aid. I guess. Even though we saw it all on 2 eyes. Straight puppet a clown. Mixed reviews, huh, chat? But it is what it is at this point. I think we've talked about it enough, though. Chat, at the end of the day, Deshaun Watson is your now Cleveland Browns starter. And be quite honest with you, it is what it is. God bless him. I wish him none but the best. I wish him none but the best. I guess our guy, too, didn't do enough. I guess he didn't do enough. Come on now. Do the Cleveland Browns play this Saturday? This Thursday against the Patriots at home? I'm curious. Is there going to be booing this Saturday potentially? I'm just asking for a friend. I just want to know. If we don't start the boos, why not? I mean, they're going to be home. Look at these tickets. These tickets as low as $6. Oh, is that going to be the trend out in Cleveland? That's going to be the trend out in Cleveland? Everybody selling their tickets? $6? Just wait till the season start. Just wait till the season start. If it's $6 now, and they playing at home. How much y'all want to bet that we still hear some boos this Saturday? Or this Thursday night action? They don't play Saturday, Thursday night. They play Thursday? Chad, you think we're going to hear some boos on Thursday? I'm asking for a friend. There was definitely truly no need for it, Chad. Definitely. Exactly. It is the Browns fan base doing all the booing. Us Shedeur people, I mean, we just got to continue to wait for our time. We ain't tripping. But my thing is, just tell us it's not a competition, bro. Don't continue to play in front of our face. Come on, man. We got to always continue to handle things with grace, though. That's what Deshaun Watson, though. I hope he survive. I hope he do well. I got faith. I got hope. Not a lot. But when Baker play Cleveland, I ain't going to lie. This is what I want to see. I'm tuned in. All the way in. Baker ain't going to play with y'all boys. Hey, Baker, you know why they got Watson to begin with, right? Because they said you wasn't good enough. I need you to go out there and cook. Not cook a little bit, like I need you to go out there and get your bag, the Duffy. But, folks, I guess it's a Watson show. Hey, they said Dylan Gabriel QB1 for that Patriots game. Yeah. We ain't finna see no more Shedeur for a minute. But we still holding the wrist up, man. But chat, that's all she wrote for today, man. At the end of the day, I don't want to talk about it no more, man. We just going to sit and watch stuff play out. Thursday, when they get booed, we're going to come in and we're going to talk about it. As things start to continue to go on, we're going to see how all this plays out. But here's the image of the day for you. It was all about the money to begin with. It was never really a competition. They was always going to give Deshaun Watson another chance. They was always going to play him. So with that being said, I mean, hey, it is what it is. We shall see how it plays out. I don't ever want to wish another, black man to not do well. Hopefully Deshaun goes out there and cook. But I think if history serves well, and for what we've seen the last 5 years, it's unlikely. It's unlikely. But Jimmy, hey, get your return on your investment, my guy. It's your money, not mine. Or maybe just Shedeur ain't what we say he is. But with that being said, chat, all right, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. All right. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. Deshaun Watson is now the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback. I mean, hey, if we being honest, God bless him. God bless him. Because this is what they want to see. That's what they want to see. That's all to him. Well, at least everybody don't want to see it.
And doesn't need elevator for it. Don't you sort of expect him to come down with it on a ball? And doesn't need elevator for it. Don't you sort of expect
That's all I'm going to show you. But chat, make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Make sure you hit that follow button. All right, please make sure you subscribe. I'm done for the day. All right, we got to go ahead. Come back at you later on this week. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Got some WNBA updates. That's sort of Caitlin Clark. She's been getting in her bag. Maybe she finally put the childish things and maybe finally blocked out all the noise. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. But yeah, chat, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. All right? We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. But we know what it is. That's all the Jimmy Haslam. That's all the Deshaun Watson. Because now I want to see. What's going to happen? That's all to him. Match made and perfectly heaven. Perfectly made in heaven, huh? Perfectly made. I guess we're going to see. So God bless him. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always showing love. We will talk soon. All right, very, very soon. All right, make sure you come tune in tomorrow for another sports update. I have a Nolan Wells update coming soon, but it's only so much time in the day. And boy's been busy. So Nolan Wells update coming at you soon. I promise. All right, then we got some other sports updates as far as the WNBA as the playoffs approach. The MLB playoffs, I will be covering that too because, hey, it's going to get interesting out there in the MLB. So we're going to be talking about a little bit of everything, I promise you, chat. But thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for always showing love. And it's still a wrist up, man. Because at the end of the day, we just got to continue to be patient. That's it. That's all, man. We still riding with 2. But we right back at square one. We still getting better, though. But we right back where we started. Until we come in and have to be savior once again. But I think when we come be savior this time, we're going to close the door behind us. It ain't no turning back. So, look, we can only hope for the future. Because it don't matter what the fans say. The fans can say cut him. He's still playing. The media can say cut him. He's still playing. Deshaun can say cut me. Literally say cut me. Get me up out of here. I don't want to play here. And the Browns going to still say, nah, that's our guy. He literally said, I don't even want to play here no more. And they said, nope, Deshaun, you're still in there. You're still the guy. Can't make this up. So, once again, we end this talking about the Cleveland Browns always going to end up doing the Cleveland Browns things. Shedeur Sanders, I wish we can get you up out of there. Not anytime soon, but when your time comes, please just do what you got to do in ball. Just do what you got to do in ball, just like you did, and you continue to do. But chat, hit that like button on your way out. Please subscribe. I thank you. Please make sure you send this to your mama, your daddy, your best friend of another friend, Lit Johnny, Lit Timmy, and don't forget our little Susie too. Please send this to little Susie. You know she need these gems too. Don't keep all these gems to yourself. Don't be selfish. All right, but we're going to talk soon, chat. All right, but Deshaun Watson is now the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, and he will be the starting quarterback going against Jacksonville. But it's still the wrist up, man. It's still the wrist up. Still the wrist up. I don't got no watch on, but still the wrist up. All right? We ain't tripping. Because when the time comes, this time we going to leave no doubt. I promise you that. So, Shedeur, sit back, relax, and hey, when our time comes, it'll be perfect timing. But until then, we'll let Deshaun Watson go out there and light himself on fire, just like he did on Saturday. And they still want to give him a chance. It is what it is. But with that being said, chat, like I said, man, it is still wrist up. It's still, we going to wait for 2. We going to wait for our time. They want us to wait. All right, because eventually you don't got no choice with the players. And it might be sooner than you think. We'll see how long Deshaun Watson lasts, though. But for now, still wrist up, baby. I'll talk to y'all soon. All right, it's been fun. It's been real. But guess what? We out. Deuces.